Hi, everybody. This is Tom Phelan again with another 8-minute parenting tip. Today, we're talking about charting a positive behavior with kids, a kind of a friendly and fun tactic. This one moves along pretty fast, a lot of visuals, so it may seem a little rapid to you, but I want to give you a basic idea what charting's about. So we'll talk about what it is, how do you get started, and what behavior you're going to chart. Remember from 1, 2, 3 Magic, there were 3 parenting jobs. The first was controlling obnoxious behavior. Second was encouraging good behavior. And the third was strengthening your relationships with your kids. What we're talking about today is job number 2, what we call start behavior or positive behavior. And that's where you can see we're going to use charting to set up routines to help kids with positive behavior, such as going to bed, doing homework, and so on. A chart is often a piece of paper, but it can be on a computer screen as well. And it looks something like this. You got the days of the week across the top, the tasks that the child's working on down the side. You don't want to do much more than 5 things because it gets too confusing. You can add stickers. You can add whatever you want. These things could be stickers, the red dots, the blue dots, and the green dots. As a behavior strategy, charting is one of the most friendly things you can do. So if you feel like you're getting into kind of a negative routine with your kids, charting can kind of turn that around. It's friendly, it's fun, it works. It changes the parent as well as the child. It changes your attitude toward your child in a positive direction. And then, of course, after it's worked, it needs to be faded out. What ages? You can use it with 3 to 5-year-olds, real simple charts. 6 to 12-year-olds, kind of the great years for charting. Adolescents, by agreement, you don't want adolescents to think that you're babying them. So you can be careful with that. And it's also great for adults. Before we stop, I'll show you my chart I use for exercise. How do you get started? Well, you want to involve the kids in this, and this can be a lot of fun. You want to find a chart. You can adapt charts, and you can make your own. Let me show you what I mean. This is from kittycharts.com. You can get there's a bazillion of these online. That's one. This is Tiny Keepsakes. It's another chart you can use. This is teachercreated.com. And so on. What we used to do with our 2 kids, my wife and I, we'd adapt it. We'd take a calendar, we'd copy the page out of the calendar, and then we'd put somebody's name on it, okay, like that. And then you can color these things and you can decorate it. You can keep going as long as you want. You get a kid who likes dinosaurs, you can put dinosaurs on the chart, but you can have a lot of fun doing the charts. Once you got the chart, you want to find these stickers. And once again, you want to involve the kids. You can buy stickers together. You can go to the store. There's also a million or so of these online. And when they're filled in, it makes kind of an impressive visual that's impressive to kids as well as parents. You can use numbers or grades for older kids, and you can use play money if you want. So you can often do best sticker for a great job, next best sticker for a good job, maybe third best for an okay job, and no sticker is you didn't do very well at all. These are sample stickers. This is from a thing called Chaos to Calm. Now, the qualification of these are all for like great jobs. So there's no grading on here, but just to give you an idea how colorful the stickers can be. You got a dinosaur kid, there's a million dinosaur stickers, and you can get 200 of them for $6. It's just, I mean, it varies all over the place, but they're very cheap and very inexpensive. These are sample stickers. These come in rolls and so on. What you can also do, and we did this with our kids, you can just put the numbers, you can just write them in. These obviously aren't written in, but they can be handwritten, like grades at school for different things the kid's working on. Or you can use the dots, and blue dot here means a great job. Good job is a green sticker, and no sticker is you didn't do well at all. Notice the dashes for garbage. Why do we have that? Because you don't take out the garbage every day. Well, maybe some people do. But generally speaking, so a dash means it doesn't apply to that day. Now, this is a bad sticker, a bad chart. And why is it bad? It's too complex. It's confusing. You got multiple kids on the same chart. Who's feeding a cat, for Pete's sake? Nobody knows. This kid gets 20 stars. They're going to buy a guitar. Is that really the case? That's kind of expensive. This kid's going to make you go broke within just a few weeks. Or 11 stickers for a new dress. So you can it's okay to use bribery, and it's okay to convert the stickers into things, but not at that rate. You go broke. This is another problem chart. There's so many items on here that I will guarantee you these parents won't be doing this chart for very long because it's too tedious. And so on. And apparently Jack had a wonderful week this first week, but his mom and dad are going to run out of energy. So don't do anything like that. What behavior are you going to chart? Well, charting is generally for good behavior. Now, I've had people chart obnoxious or difficult behavior, such as lying or stealing, but generally we're talking about reinforcing positive behavior. You have to select which behavior you're going to put on there. You can have one chart that's just for one behavior, like bedtime. You can have a chart for bedtime broken up into pieces, or you can have a chart that has 3 to 5 items on it, like bedtime, homework, getting up and out in the morning, and so on. And let's talk about some of the other issues. So this is a fairly simple chart. One of these is pretty easy, feed the dog, and one's pretty difficult, do homework. You don't want the things to be worded too generally. Like if you put listen, be good, do what you're told, and all that, that's too general. You want more specific, like how'd you do at bedtime, mealtime, saying please, getting up and out in the morning, or for a specific chore like garbage or feeding the dog. This is, as I mentioned, you can have a chart that's just for bedtime. Sarah did not so good on Sunday and great on Monday and Tuesday. You can have bedtime broken up into pieces, as I mentioned, and you can use the same things. 0 could be, the blank up there could be for an unsatisfactory performance. You can have bedtime and other chores, but remember, not more than 5 usually. Bedtime, homework, up and out, and saying please. Where do you keep the chart? You can keep the chart in the refrigerator, in the kitchen, the back of the cyberspace, any place you want. Now, keep in mind, sometimes we're charting. I've used charting with kids that have, say, a bedwetting problem. We're not putting that chart on the refrigerator if there's more than one kid in the family. And we might not want to put it on the bedroom door. It might be in cyberspace, or it might be in somebody's drawer. This is the chart I use for myself for exercise. I know it's kind of hard to see, but when you see a W, that's how many minutes I walked that day. PT is my weight routine. Boating, BT is paddling the kayak, and YD is working in the yard. So you can see with charting, you can have a good time with the kids, involve them in getting the things set up, and phase it out after a while, because you're not going to want to keep doing this for very long. The reference here in 1, 2, 3 Magic Charting is discussed in chapter 12. So good luck. Have a good time with it.